Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about how identity, signaling, and social influence impact the way we buy products. Drawing up some of the research and theories we studied and some of the videos I have went over. I'm going to discuss some of the things how I feel about the situations, how I feel about, this topic. First, let's define identity signaling. According to identity signaling, social influence, and social contagion, it's a way we use products and brands to show who we are and what we stand for. For example, I use brands like Nike. I love Nike, Jordan, to express their value, fitness, and personal achievement, and that branding. Nike is a big brand, been around for maybe X amount of time, but everybody knows about Nike. Nike is big, so yeah. So I was asked, how do you use products or brands to express yourself or convey information about who you are? I think everything we buy communicates something, even the small things like the coffee we drink or the phone we use. Um, do you feel that certain products help you signal your social status or values? Absolutely. Apple, for example, I have two iPhones. It's a brand that signals innovation and success. When I carry an iPhone, I know it creates a certain impression. Because you ever been around people be like, oh, he don't have an iPhone. You need an iPhone for this. You need an iPhone to be in the group chat. You need an iPhone, no green messages. iPhone stands out, just I guess because it's high quality and it's branded, it's uniqueness, stuff of that nature. Um, I ask myself, in what ways do purchases communicate something about about you to others? You know, what I have on tells a story about my lifestyle, my priorities, my values. Social identity theory, explains that we categorize ourselves into groups, and brands help us show where we belong. Do you avoid any brands because they don't align with your identity or values? Yes, I avoid fast fashion brands because I don't support unethical labor practices. This is an example of dissociative identity signaling. Have you ever brought something to signal a particular image, even if you didn't want it? I have. I bought a designer bag to look professional, even though it wasn't practical. Now, let's talk about group influence. As I ask some questions about this, do you feel influenced by the opinions or behaviors or friends or social groups? Definitely. When my friends recommend a restaurant or product, I'm more likely to try. How much do you trust their recommendations? A lot more than advertisements. You tend to be or know your friends or be around your friends a lot. You you tend to, accommodate or think like them or think or, oh, if he thinks it's good, he's my friend. Maybe I think it was good. He has good taste. He likes this. Do you feel pressure to conform your group's purchasing habits? Yes, sometimes it feels easier to go along with the group. Point blank period. Have you ever changed your mind about buying something because of the group's opinion? Yes, I walked away from purchases after hearing negative feedback. Biases. Finally, how do you feel about social media influencers, and their influence on purchasing decisions? I think influencers are powerful, but I'm cautious because their endorsements can be biased. Overall, identity, signaling, and social influence shape our behavior more than we. It's interesting to see how psychology and marketing intersect the guide of our choices. Thank you for watching, and I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts about this video.